He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time. I know you fucking lying. Okay, let's get into it. I'm gonna push through. This is not a bad story. I just gotta check my energy. So let me come back. Okay. So this story takes place. I had just started a new job basically. And the job that I started was kind of a new position that they had created. So my office, the equipment that I needed was kind of makeshift, like they kind of made it up as they go type situation to get my position going. Anyway, so I am surrounded by big time money. Let's just say that. I'm surrounded by big time money. So don't get me wrong, like so of course it's like it's men and women, but in this area men and women were making big money. So I'm surrounded by big time executives, right? So don't get me wrong, I know I'm cute, but sometimes I think I sleep on myself because when I'm put into situations, I be like, me? But that's neither here nor there. So I have been working there. I just started, so it was my first week. So one of the executives came up, introduced himself, and said, you know, nice to meet you. Welcome to the team. We look forward to working with you. Which I didn't pay any of that any attention because everybody was coming through was like welcome, because where my makeshift office desk was right dab snap in the middle of everything. So there really was nowhere of me hiding. There really was nowhere of me like avoiding being interactive with everybody, because clearly I'm the new girl and I am in a spot where everybody can see me, right? Okay. So maybe 2 or 3 weeks have gone by, you know, and some people are talking, and I started around, oh my gosh, I think around this time, around in October. I think I started around in October. It might have been September, but I started around this time. That's crazy. I started in around this time. So, you know, they were doing, yeah, they would have like what they call them, socials. They would have like socials, which of course there's like potlucks, but they wasn't bringing the food was catered, and you have to like interact. Sorry, make sure y'all straight. Yeah, so you would have to interact, right? So I ain't too keen on the interacting. I can keep to myself and be fine. And my boss right now would tell you, if y'all knew who she was, baby, I need you to interact more. And I'd be like, I'm good. I don't want to talk. But you had no choice but to interact, like I said, because I'm snap dead right in the middle. And so where my makeshift desk was, was where they would have the social. So they was like, oh, we got to move this stuff because we got to have our social, which was perfect because they ended up putting the stuff in a corner. And I was like, oh, can my stuff stay over here? And they was like, no. But it'll be over here for today because we're doing the social. So with the social, you know, I'm meeting more people. I'm talking to a few more people because this executive office is huge. It's a lot of people. So with me seeing people, talking to people, meeting new people, it was cool. It is what it is. It was what it was. No big deal, right? So after the social, and we ate, we laughed, we talked or whatever. I would say like 3 weeks later, one of the big time executives, who was a male, he came and he slid his card to me, and he was like, if you need anything and you have any questions, you know, just let me know. Now, I'm saying to myself, and myself said, why would you be sliding me this card? Because why would I ask you any questions? You up here, my job down here. Why would I be asking you any questions? But I caught the hint. So I took the card and I was like, oh, okay, thank you. You know, if I have anything, I'll let you know. But I just put the card in my purse, kept my little pace and kept on moving and kept my little job and keep it to myself. So as time went on, he was like, you know, he would come through every once in a while. He would speak to people, wouldn't make it as obvious, but like every once in a while he'll stop and be like, you know, how are things going? Are you comfortable? Are you happy? Everybody treating you right? Everything okay? You know, small talk like that. And I was like, yeah, everything's good. I have no complaints. Like, the schedule's fine. The workload's fine. I'm fine. And so he made the little comment, yes, you are. Sir, go away. Go away. Because there's the other side of me. I will take all your money. Go away. Of course, I didn't say that out loud. I just acted like I didn't hear it. Kept doing my work, right? So another week goes by and you come with the same small talk. Everything okay? People are treating you right? The workload? Are you happy? Yada, yada, yada. Blah, blah, blah. Same response. Yes, I'm fine. So this time you give me your card again, but it has your email on it. Email me, you know, if you have any questions, if you need help with anything, you know, just shoot me an email. Since you won't call me. So I'm assuming you lost my card. No, I still have your card. I just haven't used the number. And he was like, well, use the email. Maybe you'll feel more comfortable using the email. I was like, oh, okay. I said, yeah, I'll do that. So it took me, I would say like 3 weeks before I shot an email, before I got comfortable. And I would start off with small talk. So at this time, I was looking for a car. Gotta have the signature yawn in it. At this time, I was looking for a car. And so usually car dealerships, car repair shops, they take advantage of women. So I started asking him questions about cars. Like, you think this is a good car? You think this is, you know, something that I should look into? You think this is good for a price? You know, stuff like that. Not all the time, here and there. So what happened? I think, was it a social? I can't remember if it was a social or it was something that we had to dress up business type instead of business casual. We had to dress business, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe we had to dress business casual. I'm not mistaken, but either way, my toes were out, right? And so he was like, oh my God. He emailed me because he had saw my feet. And he was like, oh my God, I have a feet fetish. Send me pictures of your feet. Now, mind you, the email is personal email. It's not the work email. It's a personal email. So I was like, what? And he was like, I love pretty feet. Send me pictures of your feet. You send me pictures of your feet, you have me wrapped around your finger. You can get anything you want. Now, mind you, the devil on his shoulder is going, ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Girl, all you gotta do is send some feet pictures and you can get anything you want. And I was like, and the angel on his shoulder was like, girl, now you know it's not just gonna stop at no feet pictures. You know it's more than that. You know it's loaded. It's never just one thing when dudes ask, right? So I was like, I'm not sending you no feet pictures. Get out of my email with the craziness. We not going there. Let's keep it strictly on the cars, cause I ain't got time for the foolishness. So he was like, no, for real. Your feet are so beautiful. I saw him. I couldn't keep my eyes off him while we were at the meeting and we was walking around for the social. I couldn't keep my eyes off him, and I was like, okay, yeah, I hear you. Let's keep it on the cars. So he was like, all right, I'm just letting you know, like, if you ever need anything, just shoot me some of these pictures and I got you. There's no limit. I just got extra money just laying around. Right. So I was like, whatever, let's keep it on the cars. Let's keep it moving. Stay focused. So we would go from ranges from the cars to TV shows, different things like that. He never brought up the feet again. I never brought it up either. But keep in mind, I'm not stupid. That little devil over here was like, just in case, you might need to hit him up and you might need to shoot him some toes or something. You never know. So 4 or 5 months passed, and at this time I am really struggling, and I'm doing my best and my very best to fight through it, keep my bills afloat. I still don't have a car, getting back and forth to work, paying the girl who is taking me back and forth to work, maintaining a household, no child support, just life was life, and I'm flowing through it. So at the time, and I was also having like very bad chest pains, and I couldn't breathe. So I kind of just chopped it up, and I was like, okay, the not breathing, couldn't breathe part is asthma. I got asthma. It's probably that time of the year where she's kind of active. Not really tripping on that, but the chest pain was a bit much. But I was like, it's probably because I'm stressed, so I'm just gonna chop it up to that, right? But it kept getting worse. So I was like, okay, I can't afford to go to the doctor. So what do I do? Well, I've been in the healthcare field for a while, so I have some friends I could call, some little hookups, and be like, hey, I need an EKG. So anybody got any new machines? Can y'all talk to the doctors to see if I could, get a little test going on, or maybe even give me, there's a certain pill, there's a certain medication, like if it's really bad gas, like they give you this pill and it'll make the gas go away, but if the pain doesn't go away, then they need to run scans. So one of my homegirls, she was like, let me talk to the doctor, let me see if he's willing, and then we could go from there. I was like, okay, cool, just let me know so we can set up a time so I can let them know at work that I ain't coming. So she ended up setting up a time. It was kind of spare the moment type situation, so I had to make up a reason so I can leave work so I can go and get a scan. So when I walk in, of course they didn't automatically give me the scan because of course it's expensive and they're doing this under the radar for me. So they ended up giving me the medicine first to make sure, because he was like, I don't want to waste the scan, which I understood because I've been in healthcare all this time, so I know. So So it's like, oh, I have no problem taking it. I just want to make sure that if it is gas, it could get rid of it. You know what I mean? So took the pill, waited 30 minutes, pain still there. I was like, pain is still here. So they did the scan, they did the EKG. Lo and behold, there's discrepancies in the EKG. And so he was like, this right here is very serious. This right here is very serious. This right here is very serious. Wait, whoa. Time out. Whoa. He was like, yes, it's multiples. You need to go see a cardiologist. So I go to a cardiologist, and lo and behold, I have heart disease, right? So I'm dealing with that. I'm already stressed. Sorry, y'all. So I'm dealing with that. I'm already stressed. And now I have heart disease. So that made the depression even worse. So the cardiologist is like, whoa, you need to hit up your PCP, or you need to go see a therapist because your depression is very bad. Well, yeah, I just found out I have heart disease and I'm already struggling. So pretty much at this point, there's nothing for me to be happy about. So yeah, I'm depressed. So I go to a therapist. Therapist recommends antidepressants. So the antidepressants that I was given, she was like, well, we don't want to prescribe anything because we don't know how it's going to interact with your heart medication. Yes, I had heart medication. We don't know what it's gonna how it's gonna prescribe. How it's going to interact with your heart medication. So we're gonna give you a sample, and it's gonna be a low dose, and each tier it increases, right? So this is the name of the antidepressants. So it started at 10, and then it would increase to 20, then it was 30, and then it was 40. So when I started taking the 10 seemed like it was just perfect. Like, and I told her, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. I feel like myself. I'm thinking clearer. I can move around. I like this. Can we just stay right here and, leave it? And so she was like, well, no, the whole point of the sample is for you to take each dosage to see how it is. And I was like, but I'm telling you, like, I feel like myself right here at 10, like I don't need any more. But she was like, but that's not how it works. You have to take like the whole sample. I was like, okay. So the next week, because it was by weeks, so 10 was perfect. The next week, 20 wasn't bad. So I didn't feel like a major change, but it wasn't bad. 30 was, I could tell the change. I started getting shakes and I was extremely hyper. 40 was horrible. Not only did I have the shakes, I was hyper. My skin was absolutely horrible. I was losing weight. My whole vibe was off. It seems like I had regressed back to depression, but it was like 50 times worse. I was erratic. I was extremely mean. I was impulsive. It was horrible. And then to top it all off, my face was sunken in. It was all these patches on my face, and my hair was falling out by the handful. I can run my hand through my hair and my hair will come out. That made the depression even worse. So I'm telling her, like, 40 is not it. 40 is horrible. This is what's going on. I'm not liking it. Can we please go back to 10? And so she was like, well, before I can put you on 10, we have to get clearance from your PCP, and we have to get clearance from your cardiologist. Lady, I don't have money like that to keep going to these people to get clearance. So I just need you to give me the script for the 10 where I can function. That's all I want. And I was like, and with the 10, we didn't have any problems with it interacting with my heart medication. So hello, like, I'm telling you, like, right now my mental is fucked up, and you sitting here telling me, like, oh, we can't do anything until we get clearance from all these other people, and you supposed to be the therapist. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing right now? So I'm walking into work looking crazy, to the point where, I mean, I'm walking in, but I'm functioning. Meaning, you know how, like, there's functioning alcoholics, there's functioning drug addicts. I was a functioning depressed person, like, just depressed as I'll get out. Walking in, face look a mess. Oh my God, I can show you, like, how horrible it got. In this picture, my hair had already fallen out so bad, and I went and got a box perm to try to give me some kind of something. My hair was long, and it wasn't the relaxer, because I had relaxers for years and my hair would be extremely long with a relaxer. This was the medication, my heart medication, and the antidepressants mixed together was tearing me up. Look at that. People who were close to me could tell a huge difference. They could tell, like, something was wrong, because I was always impulsive. I was snapping on people. It was horrible. It was so horrible. I had no appetite, so I was small as hell. Oh my God, it was horrible. Okay, so sneakylink was this is where sneakylink kind of steps in. So he was like, I need to see you in my office so you can kind of tell, because I'm not even emailing you anymore, because at this point there's no need for me to talk about car, no nothing, because I can't afford anything. I'm barely making it. I'm barely able to breathe. I barely can get some soup at this point. Everything and all my focus is trying to be somewhat sane, because I have a kid, and I'm just trying to keep the income that's coming in, right? So he comes and he was like, I need to see you in my office. And I was like, I'm about to lose my job. So I go to his office and I'm like, yes. And so he was like, what's going on? Like, you're not the same person. You're not as cheerful as you was when you was in here. Like, what happened when you first started? Like, you had this glow. You've been so beautiful. He was like, I can tell, like, something's not right. You haven't been emailing me. We're not talking. Like, what's wrong? What's going on? And is there anything that I can do to help? And I was like, he was like, no, tell me what's going on. So I give him the schmeal of what's going on with the heart disease diagnosis, the depression diagnosis, the medication, the heart disease medication, the interaction, all the stuff that's going on, trying to get clearance, not trying to buy a car, trying to pay bills. I'm behind on bills. It's just a struggle, and I break down crying in his office. So after I get through crying, now I'm embarrassed, because it's like I'm crying in this man's office. I have laid all my business out there, and usually I keep stuff to myself because people are weird and they use stuff against you. So I was like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you any of that, but at this point I'm about to lose it. So he was like, I told you, let me help you. All you gotta do is send me some pictures. And I was like, sir, I'm not sending any pictures to your email. I don't know what your private life is about. I ain't got time for nobody coming at me. I'm not sending no pictures on my feet. Not gonna happen. And so he was like, now you know, you should put your ego to the side and get this money. So all you gotta do is meet up with me and I'll solve all your problems. You know, if it was literally that simple all the time, where it's not loaded, things would be totally different. But I already know, like, I think that's why a lot of times, well, I can't speak for all women, I can speak for me. Like, a lot of times I don't tell people anything because people come in and they use shit against you. Like, they use your situations. I've had situations where literally, like, I can put certain things. I remember I put a certain situation I was going through on Facebook, and a dude messaged me and was like, oh, God sent me to bless you, but first we gotta go out to dinner. Baby, take that dinner and that blessing that you supposed to give me back with you. Because no, if God sent you, hun, you're gonna send a blessing. You would have said nothing to me. You just would have sent it. But anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes. I know what y'all waiting for. You like, girl, come on. So I was like, okay, girl, you're gonna have to put your little ego aside and put your pride aside, because at this point you need this money and he got plenty of it. So you're gonna have to do what you gotta do. So normal, I emailed and I was like, okay, where you want to meet up? And he was like, I'll let you know. Give me your number. Email me. Let's keep it on the email, please. Let's keep it on the personal email. So he was like, well, I can respect that. You're right. I can respect that. Yeah. Thanks. So I would say a week went by, and that Friday I got an email because he wasn't in the office, and he was like, okay, I want to see you tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And he was like, I need you to make time. I was like, all right, cool, no problem, I'll make time. So he was like, I'll send you that directions. I'll send you the directions, and I'll send you, tell you, what to bring and whatever. And he's like, just make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure your feet are done. And he was like, where can I send the money? Make sure you go get a pedicure and everything. He was like, nothing against your feet right now. He's like, I just want to make sure that it's, freshly pedicured and it's the color polish on it that I want. I ain't tripping, because if you giving out money, a fresh pedicure, it works in my favor. I ain't tripping. I could use the foot massage too. Let's do it. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Send me the color that you want, and this is where you send the money. He sent the money, went and got a pedicure earlier that day, and got the color. So chat. So later on, I would say around 3 o'clock. It was around 4 o'clock. Get the email. Here's the directions. Here is the hotel. This is the time to be here. Go to the front desk. The key will be waiting for you. Okay. So go to the front desk. Gave them the name that he told me to give. They gave me a key. Go to the room. Now, mind you, when I walk into the room, this wasn't no cheap hotel situation. Now, I have to give credit where credit was due. The hotel was mad expensive. The room was set up extremely nice. It was beautiful. Not even gonna front. The room was beautiful. When I walked in, he had fruit, cheese, and stuff laid out. He was like, I really want you to relax. I want you to be comfortable. I don't want you to come in and thinking like this is some kind of cheap trick. Okay, cool. I ain't even fronting, because I already had the mentality of what I need to do anyway, because I need the money. So I didn't say that to him though. That was in my head. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, you just want a foot massage. But on the other hand, I already know you want more than that. I'm not stupid. You're not going to give out money for no goddamn foot massage because you're looking at pretty feet. So I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. And he was like, I can run you a bath. Do you want, you want to relax in the jacuzzi tub? What you want to do? And I was like, no, I just want to lay down and watch TV. I just want to relax for a bit. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. So he was like, let's do that, and we can eat on the hors d'oeuvres, and we can watch a movie. And I was like, you don't have to call it hors d'oeuvres, honey. You don't have to call it hors d'oeuvres, honey. It's just cheese and fruit and stuff. We good. We ain't gotta be fancy. It is what it is. Snacks. I'm cool with that. And so he started laughing. We both started laughing. It's whatever. So he was like, okay, well, yeah, get comfortable. While you getting comfortable watching TV, I'm gonna hop in the shower. I was like, okay, cool. No problem. So I'm laying on the bed, and I'm laying on the bed this way. So let me show you. Okay, so I'm laying on the bed literally like this. My head is at the foot. The remote is right by me like this. And I'm back and forth on my phone to the TV like this. Back and forth on my phone to the TV like this. My hair falling out. Y'all good. So anyway, the shower's going. He's taking his time, minding his business. I'm chilling, watching TV, trying to relax, get comfortable. And I had already wiped off my feet or whatever, because the whole point of me coming here is for you to play with my feet, right? So I'm laying there and I'm watching TV like this. Then I went back to my phone. Next thing I know, y'all, he came out of the shower. I heard the shower stop. He came out of the shower and I hear the door open. Not tripping. Nothing suspicious about that. Y'all, the next thing I know, this man is standing over me and he put his little toddler penis on my forehead. It ain't even it. I literally just stood still, like I froze, because I'm like, you had the nerve to put your I really want to say, but we on YouTube. You had the nerve to put your peen on my forehead. And that shit is like a toddler size. You boldly got the audacity right here. And you thought you did something. And I'm sitting here going, y'all. So after getting over my moment of stundom, and now I'm mad because I have to entertain this toddler penis. So now I have to sit here and hype this bullshit up because you helping me out, right? And I'm like, oh my God, you boldly, and I gotta give you credit for your confidence, because you boldly drop that crayon on my head Like you was dropping a whole marker. I was like, wait. In my head, I was like, did that just happen? No. You so you walked around and he was like, you like that? No. He was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. He was like, you right. Let me ease into it. Ease into it. Let me ease into it. So you sat on the bed and your robe is wide open. You're completely naked. I'm fully dressed. So my head is still at the foot of the bed. You're at the head of the bed. So he was like, let me see those feet. So you play with my feet for a good 2 minutes. And then you was like, are you going to get undressed? I said, that was the foot massage? That was the whole foot fetish? That was it? 2 minutes? Well, I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. How much money we talking? Right now? Because at this point, I'm ready to walk out of here. So you got to be coming with some money. He was like, oh, no, I got you. You got off the bed, you went to the table, and you showed me the money. Oh. Okay, let me pretend that you huge right now, because that ain't no chump change. Okay, sir. Okay. So I'm like, okay, Angel, put on your mask like a lot of women do. We probably not gonna. Don't ask your girlfriend because she'll probably hurt your feelings. Don't go ask your wife. A lot of times women put on masks because we gotta boost our ego. Anyway, let me put on this mask, honey. Let me get it together. Let me get into mode because I need to make this money. Baby, I need an Oscar because the acting that I put on to get my money was ridiculous. I just didn't understand how he was just so bold and how you just dropped that toddler penis on my head. It's like, sir, you did not put this toddler penis on my head and thought you was doing something. Baby, anyway, it was around 6-7 o'clock when I left. And he was like, you can stay here. You can keep it. It's good until the morning. And I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm going home. I got my money. I'm good. Left, went and put my money in my bank account, went home, paid some bills, and flushed my heart medication and them damn depressants down the fucking toilet. Literally. I called my cousin, and so she was like, what's up, girl? What you doing? Hey, girl. What you doing? Hey, girl. And I was like, girl, let's go out to eat because we gotta talk. She was like, oh, okay. We would go out to eat anyway, or either we would meet up at each other's house and eat and have seafood night. But this particular time, she was like, okay, girl, yeah. She was like, matter of fact, I don't really want to go out to eat. I'll just come to your house. Cool, because she was like, she wanted to drink. And at that time, baby, we used to get it in when it came down to drinking. So it was better to drink at home, because that way you don't have to worry about drinking and driving. You ain't got to worry about taking nobody's keys. Everybody's safe, right? So when she get there, I told her what happened, told her how things went down. Baby, she laughed so hard at me. When I told her how that man dropped that toddler penis on my forehead, I was like, girl, what? And he was talking big, baby, like looking at he was sitting at the head of the bed, and he was wide, like he had his robe wide open, and he was like, you see you see that? No. No. No, I don't see it. But what? She laughed so hard at me. She was like, and I was like, bruh. It's whatever. And that will conclude the story time of how I met my sneaky link at the hotel, child. Oh, I'm so glad I've grown. Cause what? I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life, baby. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Put your motherfucking hands in the air. Coming here with this ton of penis, wasting my time. I should be robbing. That's what I should be. I should be robbing. Really? How you bold with this ton of penis? I was bamboozled. Hoodwink, scam, fraud, shakedown, manipulated, all of that. It's horrible. Horrible.